Hi, so this is the third of our sessions together. So this talk is titled Building Work and Building Tools, Part 2. So last session, I talked about some ideas how I'm keeping myself focused and grounded and coping in this stressful time. Now, in this session, I'm going to talk about how I'm helping my children stay focused and grounded in this stressful time. So it's really hard. It's really tough because children need stability. And if your children have ADHD or ASD, any change is going to chuck them off a cliff. It's going to really throw them off balance. And they will need a lot of support, a lot of preparation beforehand, and a lot of explanation and patience. You can't always do that because sometimes you have to make decisions on the spur of the moment and you can't prepare the kids for that. So what do? I'll tell you what you do. Deep breath, and you lower your expectations that are up here, way down there to ground level. Yes, I want things perfect. I want my kids to be calm, focused. I want them to go through this stressful period as calmly as possible. But it's not possible, okay? Because such is life. I am not perfect. I'm only human. And I realized the hard way that I have to lower my expectations. I don't need to be a perfect mom. I need to be a good enough mom. And I am using the situations as they come up to teach my children resilience, problem solving, flexibility, humor, all sorts of other coping skills. So the ADHD brain is very creative. But when it comes to ourselves, often we get stuck. The trick is to keep that creativity button switched on so that you can use your creative skills to serve you. And that doesn't happen by itself. That happens with years and years and years of inner self-work. Been there doing that. Comes with years and years of making mistakes, not being afraid to make those mistakes because mistakes are a sign of growth. So how am I helping my kids stay grounded? I'll show you. Okay. I've got a packet of Snackers. Let's say you've got these two over here. Okay. And let's say one of my children wants a peanut butter Snacker sandwich. Okay, over here. So this is how I view my life or my day for the purpose of this talk. Like a sandwich with peanut butter in the middle. Let's just imagine there's peanut butter in the middle. So I know I'm not going to get it right 100% all the time with my kids. But what I do hope is that some parts I can get it a little bit right. So I'm constantly prioritizing and thinking about what is the most important part of my children's day for me to be on top of. Remember the sandwich? Okay, the sandwich idea. Let's take that again. You see, that's my organizing habit. I put things away too quickly. Over here. So the morning routine is one sandwich. Now, I don't care how you fill up that day. What I care about is the evening routine. Okay. So dinner can be ad hoc. It can be some now even more. The house is a bit flying. That doesn't bother me at all. The kids don't like it. That's fine. What I focus on the most is the morning routine for the children. Make sure that there's clean clothes ready for them to wear. I have their school bags ready. Cereal is on the table. They leave for school only a couple of minutes late. And I try my best to be as focused and calm as I possibly can. Not perfect, just good enough. And then the evening, I try my best to be home as much as I can to be a presence for the children. And for the younger children, bedtime is crucial. Now, I'm not able to do bedtime at exactly the same time every night. I've never been able to do that. Okay, so take heart, you're okay. But what I do is I have a routine that I work with the kids. And with the older kids, they only need a bit of prompting to get to bed. And with the younger kids, they need me. They need a calm house. One night last week, I had to go out, and it was just after I had settled my 8-year-old, and it was a bit too soon. Or rather, I put him to bed a bit too late. And I came home, and of course, he wasn't settled. And he was up for midnight, and suddenly he was dancing around, and the teenagers were all hyper, and it was chaos. And I just focused on Faggy, deep breath, ground yourself. You are separate to all of them. Walk through the noise, be firm, and tell them to get to bed. And then go into your room and go out of the situation. And of course, my 8-year-old always goes to bed when they go to bed. It's not interesting anymore, is it? So what I'm trying to say is the house can be flying. The house is on wheels. We're eating dust for the last 2 weeks. That's okay. That's fine. I usually like to tell the kids what they'll be having for dinner when they come in from school. Now I can't. And it's too bad. All I tell them is, Mummy is going to be here. And Mummy is going to look after you. And there'll be some good food to eat. I don't know what. I don't know how. But there'll be a meal on the table. And I assure the children that even though the walls are falling down, which they are, through the building work, Mummy and Daddy will be here and will have a routine. Remember the sandwich? The main part of the day is the morning and evening. It doesn't matter how you fill it up. I don't care. And that's how I get through when there's a crisis. A good crisis, because building work is, well, there'll be a nice ending at the end. Now, how do I do all this in a time of crisis? Because I do it in a time of peace and calm. So, you know, when there's a difficult situation, it's a bit late to get help. Not too late, but a bit late. The time to get the help and learn the tools is when things are calm, when it's relatively easy to put things into action. That's when you get the help. And I'm good enough. It's okay if I lose the plot, if I forget something. It's fine, because I'm here for the children, and that's the main thing. So don't expect perfection. Aim for the good enough level. If you like this tip, you can get more tips on my YouTube channel. You can subscribe and you get updates. Join my Facebook groups and buy my books. There's links below. All the best. Ta-ra.